Good morning, everybody. Myself and Alistair are out on probably the coldest morning of the year so far, but it's still a beautiful morning. The sun's just risen. As Alistair said to you yesterday, we're in separate cars this morning. So Alistair's checking the southern part of the reserve, and I'm going to stick to more of the central area. I'm just sitting here hoping to hear any lion audio, and I'll head to the Nauru den site, and then Alistair's going to go further south and keep an eye out for those wild dogs. Just found this very large male giraffe. He's got his head in a tambweti tree. We spoke about it earlier in one of the episodes how, although tambweti trees are very poisonous to humans, a lot of the animals actually favor it. So animals like black rhino, giraffe, kudu, impala, we've all seen them eating it. And obviously a lot of elephants. So what that does tell us is those poisons are not really there to deter the animals. Some trees will have thorns or chemicals like tannins to deter the animals and stop them from over-browsing the trees. What we do know is that these toxins are sent into the roots at certain times of the year, and those roots will disperse the toxins within the soil, and the purpose of that is to kill off any competition, any other vegetation competition surrounding these trees so that these trees can gain all the nutrients. Yeah, the crested francolins in the background, always up early.
Very good morning to everybody. Neil's in the central part of the reserve. I'm down here in the south. I just saw an amazing thing there. I don't know if you saw what dropped out of that giraffe's mouth is a bone. There's two female giraffes here, and this one over here was sucking on that bone. The reason why giraffes suck on bones, it's called osteophagy. They try and get all the calcium from the bones. So it's not that they're eating the bones, they're just sucking on the bones and getting calcium. Animals will also eat the dung, and that's called coprophagy, and if they to get minerals, and if they eat the ground, it's called geophagy. So different animals will eat different things to get different minerals. Like I've seen a porcupine eating hyena dung, it's very high in calcium, trying to get that, but a lot of the time you see giraffes sucking on bones. There's 3 hyenas here, again around Pungwe Pump. There was some dog tracks going this way, so I'm just following them, seeing what they are going to do. As we've seen before, hyenas normally do follow the dogs.
There's a bird we haven't seen on camera yet. It's called a southern white-crowned shrike. Beautiful white cap, shining out nicely in the sun. They'll usually move around in small flocks, maybe 4 or 5 birds together. It's what's known as cooperative breeding. So you'll have a dominant pair that breeds, so one female lays the eggs, and the rest of the birds in the group will act as helpers. So they'll build nests, they'll try and find food for the youngsters and other birds, and also just protect the territory from rival birds. Other birds that do this as well will be arrowmark babblers, helmet shrikes, woodupus, oxpeckers, live in the same cooperative groups. Not sure if the big male will like that. You can see how these females attract a few males into the herd this time of the year, now that they are coming into estrus. But I'm sure this big dominant male will chase him out pretty soon. See those beautiful horns, fully grown male. Was he testing this female? You can see the phlegm and grimace. Testing her urine. So when they're fully mature, they usually have about 2.5, sometimes 3 twists on those magnificent horns of theirs. There you can see them beautifully in the sunlight. You can see the shape they are allows them to sort of tangle up with other males. They can push and shove each other for dominance. So it allows them to lock horns. And it has been known on a few occasions that they actually get stuck, these male kudus, and they can't get free. So they'll either die of just pure exhaustion, or predators will find them. Hyenas will come across them, lions, and they'll kill them there.
Very nice implausibility of wildies or wildebeest on these sodic areas around Wild Dog Dam. I think everybody this morning is enjoying the sun. Very, very cold this morning, so everyone's out in the sun. You can also hear the fish eagle calling to my left. I'm sure these wildebeest will now move towards Wild Dog Dam, get their morning drink. A whole lot of African spoonbills, as well as a grey heron. It's a waterbuck. Really nice big herd of elephants making their way down towards Wild Dog Dam. There's quite a few babies as well. Been feeding most of the night and now making their way down towards the water. You'll see the ellies are still predominantly feeding on a lot of grass at the moment. Still quite a bit of nutrients inside the grass. Later on in the year, when the grass just sort of really dissipates, they'll go back to trees. But still now, they're feeding a lot on grass.
Nice scene with this male impala with his harem of females. Pretty much coming to the end of the rutting season now. It only lasts for about a month. So a lot of these females will be pregnant. Some of them will still be impregnated. And then these females will start to give birth from about the mid-November throughout December period. What's interesting is this herd would have had quite a few males move through it. These males decrease in body strength in size quite a bit through the rutting season. On average, they say it's only between sort of 5 to 8 days that a male impala will hold his harem of females. He just literally gets too exhausted and loses a lot of body condition. He's got to look after them the whole day, herd them into his territory, keep away rival males, so it's literally a full day job.
Come to the end of a very chilly drive. I went south to try and find the wild dogs. Neil went to the central area to try and find the narus. He got some tracks and some scat for cheetah, but Neil did get a lovely serval. He got some great birds, and he also got some great general game. Down in the south, I got some fantastic buffalo, some good hyena interaction, some great giraffe stuff, and then coming back up here, I got that great herd of ellies. So yeah, all in all, good drive, but I think the weather was a big factor this morning. It was 5 degrees Celsius, which is very chilly.